Hello, this is Mrs. Ross, and this is Unit 2, Lesson 2, Module B, Plant Bodies as Systems. Let's go ahead and get into it. Where plants are found, plants live on every continent on Earth. So I would put live on every continent on Earth. And then characteristics of plants, there are 4. Let's see, this is in the second paragraph. It says all plants are multicellular. There are also eukaryotes, so 1 would be multicellular, 2 would be eukaryotes, 3 would be cell walls and large vacuoles, 4 would be photosynthesis. Okay, so 1 is multicellular, 2 is eukaryotes, 3 is cell walls and large vacuoles, and 4 is photosynthesis. So let's, what's another name for a stem? Okay, so that's going to be here. This maple tree has a central stem, also called a trunk. So trunk would be another name for a stem. And then we're going to go on to the next page, which is 67. The plant body system. It says 2 major groups of plants. Plants can be divided into 2 major groups based on the structure and function of their body systems. They are vascular plants and non-vascular plants. It's right here at the end of the paragraph. Vascular and non-vascular. So the function of a vascular system. A vascular system transports materials and provides support to the plant body. A vascular system transports materials and provides support to the plant body. Let's see where we're at. Why does it do that whenever? Okay. So we did that. Purpose of a cell wall. So let's go down a little bit. See if we can find that. Not seeing it. Oh, here we go. It's right under plant cells. It says, like all living things, plants are made of cells. Plant cells have rigid cell walls to help provide structure and support for the plants. So the purpose of a cell wall is to provide structure and support for the plant. And then there are 3 types of plant tissues and their functions. So we have dermal tissue, vascular tissue, and ground tissue. Those are the 3 types of tissues. Their functions: dermal tissue protects the plant. Vascular tissue transports materials. And ground tissue provides support and storage. Okay, and then we have 3 plant organs. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Leaves, stems, roots, and flowers are all plant organs made up of the 3 tissue types. So I know it says 3 plant organs. You actually have 4 listed here. Leaves, stems, roots, and flowers are all plant organs. What types of tissue are represented by these 3 plant organs? All of them, all 3 types of tissue: the vascular tissue, the ground tissue, and the dermal tissue. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so now we have organ systems, which is going to be in plant organ systems. There are 2 organ systems in the plant. There's the shoot system and the root system. So parts of the plant included in the shoot system are leaves, stems, and flowers. The shoot system includes leaves, stems, and flowers. The root system takes up water and nutrients from the soil. So that's the function of the root system. And then here, for some reason, let me see if I can get here. Is it gonna, okay. It's kind of covering, there we go. How do the root and shoot systems work together? So at the very bottom of this paragraph, it says these 2 systems work together to deliver water and nutrients to the entire plant. These 2 systems work together to deliver water and nutrients to the entire plant. Okay, and then we come to our first quick check. Okay, let's go back up. Okay, a cactus is covered with a waxy layer to prevent water loss. Which type of tissue is this? And it is dermal tissue. Let me click that, dermal tissue, okay? And then it says a student is studying flowering plants in her science class. She creates a poster to diagram the different plant parts about which she has learned. And there's the poster right there next to, here is the poster. Taken together, all of the plant parts the students studied make up which level of organization? And that's going to be an organism. Okay, so let's scroll up. 4 processes. So we need to go to 60, page 69. Where is my, I can't, why is my life? Okay, so that's 67. This is 68. This is going to be 69, I believe. So 4 processes required for plants to live. Plants need sunlight, water, carbon dioxide to make and transport food. They also need plants. All of these processes produce unwanted products to get rid of. Okay, so we need to make and transport food. We need oxygen to convert the food to energy. We need nutrients for cellular processes and growth. And then we need to get rid of unwanted waste products. So the 4 processes they need to live, they need to make and transport food. They need oxygen to convert the food to energy. They need nutrients for cellular processes and growth. And they need to get rid of the unwanted waste or unwanted products. Okay. And then we're in making food. So how do plants get food? They get their food by photosynthesis. So the definition of photosynthesis is the process that uses energy from sunlight to convert water molecules and carbon dioxide into sugars and oxygen. Photosynthesis is the process that uses energy from sunlight to convert water molecules and carbon dioxide into sugars and oxygen. Okay, let's keep going. Leaf. The definition of a leaf is the plant organ that is the main site of photosynthesis. A leaf is the plant organ that is the main site of photosynthesis. And then we have some more quick checks. So let's see. During which process do plants capture light, energy, and carbon dioxide and use them to produce glucose? That's going to be photosynthesis. Let me get to here. And then the picture's not here, but it says, the picture shows the process of photosynthesis. In which plant organ and organelle does photosynthesis take place? It takes place in the leaves and the chloroplast. Leaves, chloroplast. One of the products in the photosynthesis picture, which you don't have here, is missing. What is the missing product? The missing product is sugar. And sugar is used for energy. Sugar is used for energy because it says describe the role of the substance in the cells. How do animals get sugar? Animals cannot make their own sugar, so they have to get their sugar. They have to consume their sugar, either by consuming other animals, consuming food, but they can't make their own sugar. So that's how you're going to answer that question. All right. 2 kinds of vascular tissue in a plant. We're on to page 70, so let me scroll down. Whoop. Okay. 2 kinds of vascular tissue, the xylem and the phloem. The xylem and the phloem. Let's see if we can scooch up a little bit. So we're here. So we have the roots defined and the stems defined. That's here. Roots are organs that absorb water and dissolve nutrients from the soil. Stems are organs that transport nutrients to all parts of the plant body and provide support to the plants. And then it has the function of the xylem tissue and the function of the phloem tissue. So let's see. Is that down here? Might be. Shoot. Yeah, that's still on page 70. It's got to be here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Sorry, I missed it. So it says water moves from the roots to the stems through the xylem tissue, through tube-shaped cells in the xylem tissue. So xylem tissue moves water, okay? Sugars and nutrients are moved through the phloem. Okay, sugars made during photosynthesis move throughout the plant in the phloem. This is the last two sentences here. All right, so let's do these quick checks. Okay, plants contain xylem and phloem tissue. What organ system in animals performs a similar function as the xylem and phloem? It's going to be the circulatory system, because the xylem and the phloem are what give water and nutrients to the rest of the body. Both cells and body systems must work together to maintain healthy cells and bodies. What organelles transport materials around cells, and what tissues, organs, and organ systems perform this action in plants? Okay, so in cells, it's the cytoplasm and the Golgi complex, okay, that transport materials throughout the cell. In the plant, it's the xylem and the phloem. Okay. All right, so now we're on to page 71. 2 environmental factors that plants respond to. Wait a minute. What? That's 70. This is 71. This is a lab. This is not anything that can be... Okay, fine. Keep on. Where is this? How do plants regulate bodies? Their body. That's 72. And phototrophism is not on 72. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see. How do they regulate water? Get rid of unwanted substances through water. Unwanted materials are moved through water. Carbon dioxide and oxygen exit through tiny openings on the leaf surface called stomata. I don't think that's it. Oh, here's our environmental factors. I don't know why, and that's on 73. Respond to a variety of environmental factors. 2 factors that plants respond to are light and water. So that's going to be here. Your light and water are going to be here. How do plants regulate water in their bodies? That's right here. Plants regulate water in their bodies in response to environmental conditions. Plants regulate water in their bodies mostly by opening and closing their stomata. Okay, how do the stomata work? Stomata open to allow air to move in and out. They close to prevent water loss. Stomata open to allow air to go in and out, and they close to prevent water loss. And then phototrophism. Here. Phototrophism is here. One way that plants respond to their environment is growing toward a light source. That's phototrophism, when it grows towards a light source. And here's the last few quick checks that we have. What part of a plant's leaves allow a plant to take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen? That's going to be our stomata. The plant leaf is an organ. In what way is a human lung similar? It's going to be this one. Both organs exchange oxygen and carbon. Plant bodies can respond to changes in their environmental conditions. How does a plant regulate water in its body? Through the opening and closing of stomata. And the last one, explain how the vascular system of plants and rainforests have affected animal behavior. So the vascular system gives water and nutrients, which means that trees, which are vascular, are going to grow taller than non-vascular. Taller than non-vascular, which provides habitats for animals, diversity, challenges. So that's how the vascular system can affect animal behavior. Let me know if you have questions.